The Courting by Meinekeime, Chapter 13, The Questionnaire. Draco's point of view. Toppy, have you seen my suit? I asked my house elf. Yes, master, has put it on his bed. I heard her from the top of my trunk where she was cleaning. I grabbed my suit and changed in the bathroom. I checked my hair and looked if I saw a beard hair, like every day since I turned 16. It's misplaced hope that I could grow a beard, as much as I hoped. I fixed my tie and left the house, just to run back in and grab my present for Harry. I had a lot of time to decorate it, and I thought it looked quite nice. Now I was ready to leave. I apparated in front of the mansion and waited for someone to open the door. After knocking, the Dark Lord himself opened the door and eyed me up and down. After letting me in, I greeted his wife and followed the fellow suitors. I had a nice chat with a man named Jackson McMayer from Scotland. Hogwarts isn't what it used to be. It changed so much. Who thought a woman like her would make a good divination teacher? Seers only teach their own. The magic feeds off other seers. There are rarely seers in Hogwarts. No wonder her prophecies were getting worse. Poor woman. I agreed with him and heard someone tumble down the stairs. I pushed Jack away and placed a cushioning spell on the ground so nobody could hurt themselves. And before my feet landed Harry, before anyone could touch him, his enforcer appeared and helped him up. Good afternoon. I'm sorry for the accident. The stairs were still a little wet, the submissive said, and set himself down in a chair. I brought you a present. I would normally send in your letter today, but well, I gave him the gift and sat down on the love seat. And sat myself down on the love seat. Others too had placed gifts in front of Harry, and he opened them slowly. A teapot? He asked. It was a white teapot with blue designs around it. I was rather proud of my present. A normal teapot? Do you think others didn't already send such things? Someone said. I smirked and answered. When you look into the belly of the pot, you can see the runes written in it. It's a fast brew pot. It's not like the ones you buy in the dollar store in Dragon Alley. It doesn't destroy flavor or color. It's 4 times faster, so 1 minute equals 8. That acquires the best quality and taste for the tea. Harry opened the lid and asked, Did you draw them yourself? I shook my head. In school, I took double potion, so I wasn't able to take runes. I brought it in a little shop in Holly's Head. It was owned by a young woman named Luna Lovegood, and I was to send best wishes from her. Harry smiled. It seemed that the girl was one of his school friends. Even though the Lovegoods weren't a pure-blood family, the daughter was a seer, and Mr. Lovegood was able to see potential in his child and sent her to Wales, better said as the Isle of Ainsley, where seers were able to live freely and have each other's company. I watched Harry open his presents and sipped on my Earl Grey tea. I liked my tea without any additions, no milk or sugar. Oh, another pot, Harry said, and I saw the man that had first tried to embarrass me going red. Forgotten what we brought as a present, have we? I made some small talk with Jackson again. He was a rather interesting man, and I hoped I could put his herb plantation under a contact with my potions empire. But that was for a later moment. Harry started a discussion about magical creatures, and I participated in the conversation. I could tell Harry was fast in telling who was lying, and the enforcer had taken one man away for threatening someone else. I sipped my tea and watched the other men drinking. I was absorbing who Harry had on his favorites list. I'm sure he has one. So I wouldn't follow the ideas and let myself sink in the rank list. When we all left, we were given letters, but mine wouldn't open. I guess it has the next challenge in it. I hope we meet again for work purposes, Jackson said, shaking my hand and apparating. I was about to leave when the Dark Lord appeared. Draco, we will need more resources. The war has finally started and Dumbledore is stronger than we thought. I nodded my head. I will be traveling to France again in 2 weeks. I will have a nice talk with Madame Minx. She holds a high position in the Grand Court after her father retired. The Dark Lord nodded and patted my shoulder. Why did he come to me with these problems? He could send anybody to get resources, but I wouldn't complain. It might get me nearer to Harry. Some days later, I was making a potion when Toppy ran into the room with a letter in hand. "It is open, Master. Toppy didn't touch it," she said, and gave me the letter. "I'm sure you didn't do anything wrong, Toppy." She seemed relieved and left the room with a puff. When I looked over the letter, I saw it was the one I received at the tea party at the Grant Manor. I had tried to open it quite some times, and now it did it itself. I finished the potion and sat down on the desk and began reading the letter. Harry's version of 20 questions. 1. What is my favorite holiday? 2. What is my favorite dish? 3. What is my favorite drink? 4. Who is my favorite wizard? 5. Which Hogwarts house was I in? 6. When is my birthday? 7. What is my favorite color? 8. What was the best present I got from you? 9. Chocolate frogs or barely bought beans? 10. In which direction do my wings point? 11. What is my favorite hobby? 12. What was my best subject at school? 13. What was my favorite subject? 14. What is my opinion on vampires? 15. Do I wear earrings? 16. Do I have tattoos? 17. What is my shoe size? 18. What is my favorite band/composer? 19. What is my hair texture? 20. How do I end all my letters? Well, that will be a journey. End of chapter 13.